Your wife says, "You never listen to me," and you're thinking, "What are you talking about? I'm sitting right here listening." You heard every word she said. You could repeat it back to her, but she's still saying you don't listen. Here's what's actually happening, and what she really means when she says this. When your wife says, "You don't listen," she doesn't mean your ears aren't working. She means one of three things, and understanding which one will completely change how you respond. First possibility, she means you hear my words, but you're not hearing what I'm actually saying. You're catching the facts, but missing the emotion behind them. She tells you about a difficult day, and you heard the events, but you missed that she's exhausted and overwhelmed. She's not asking you to fix the day. She's asking you to recognize how it affected her. When you respond to the facts without acknowledging the feeling, she experiences that as not being listened to. Second possibility, she means you're physically present but mentally checked out. You're scrolling your phone, watching TV, or thinking about something else while she's talking. Your body is there, but your attention isn't. Even if you can repeat what she said, she can tell you're not fully present. Half listening feels worse than not listening at all, because it says, "I'm here, but you're not worth my full attention." Third possibility, she means you listen, but then you immediately dismiss or fix. You heard her, you understood her, but then you jump straight to, "Here's what you should do," or, "That's not actually a big deal." From your perspective, you listened and then offered help. From her perspective, you skipped the part where you acknowledge her experience and went straight to telling her how to think or what to do. That feels like her feelings don't count. So how do you know which one she means? Ask. When she says, "You don't listen," try this. "Help me understand what I'm missing. Did I miss how you're feeling? Was I distracted? Or did I jump to solutions too fast?" This shows you're taking her seriously and you genuinely want to understand what's not working. But here's the pattern most men don't see. Usually, it's not just one of these three, it's a combination. You were half present while she was talking. You caught some of the facts but missed the emotion, and then you offered advice she didn't ask for. From her perspective, that's a triple miss. That's why she's frustrated. Here's what effective listening actually looks like. She starts talking. You stop what you're doing, put down the phone, turn off the TV, turn your body toward her. You make eye contact. You're not planning your response while she's talking. You're actually present with her. That's step 1, full presence. Step 2, listen for the emotion, not just the facts. She's telling you about a conflict with a coworker. The facts are that the coworker said something rude. The emotion is that she feels disrespected and undervalued. You need to respond to the emotion. Try, "That sounds really frustrating, feeling disrespected like that," instead of, "What did you say back to her?" Step 3, resist the urge to immediately solve or dismiss. After you've acknowledged the emotion, pause. Let her keep talking if she needs to. Don't rush to fix it or minimize it. Just be there with her in it. If she wants your input, she'll ask. Most of the time, she just needs to be heard. Here's what this looks like in practice. She comes home and says, "My boss is driving me crazy." Old response, "What did he do now?" While you're looking at your phone. New response, you put down your phone, turn toward her, and say, "That sounds stressful. Tell me what happened." See the difference? You're present. You acknowledge the feeling. You invited her to share more. Now let's talk about what not to do when she says, "You don't listen." Don't get defensive and list all the times you have listened. Don't say, "I am listening. I heard everything you said." Don't turn it into an argument about whether you were listening or not. All of that proves her point. You're more concerned with defending yourself than understanding her experience. Instead, try this. "You're right. I wasn't fully present just now. Can we start over? I want to really hear this." That's accountability. That's humility. And that's what turns the moment around instead of making it worse. Here's a deeper truth. "You don't listen" is often code for, "I don't feel important to you right now." She's not actually tracking whether your ears functioned. She's tracking whether she matters enough for you to stop what you're doing and be fully present. When you're distracted, when you miss her emotions, when you jump to fixing, all of that sends the message, this isn't important enough for my full attention, even if that's not what you mean. One more insight. Sometimes you don't listen comes up repeatedly, even when you think you're doing better. That's usually because there's a backlog. She's felt unheard so many times that she's skeptical you've actually changed. In those moments, don't get frustrated. Stay consistent. Prove through repeated action that you're actually listening now. The skepticism will fade when she sees the pattern has genuinely changed. Let me give you one more example. She's venting about her mother. You've heard this before. You're tempted to zone out because it's the same complaint. Don't. Even if you've heard it 10 times, this time she needs to process it again. Stay present. Acknowledge her frustration. Don't say, "You always complain about this," or "We've talked about this already." Just listen like it's the first time. That's what she needs. Here's the bottom line. You don't listen isn't really about your listening skills. It's about whether she feels seen, valued, and important in the moment. When you give her full presence, acknowledge her emotions, and resist the urge to fix or dismiss, you're showing her she matters. That's what turns "you don't listen" into "thank you for hearing me." So next time she says, "You don't listen," don't defend, don't argue. Stop what you're doing, look at her, and say, "You're right. I want to really hear this. Tell me what's going on." That one response changes everything. Comment below and let me know what you are currently struggling with in your communications with your wife. Click the link in the first comment or check my bio to discover an ebook that can help improve your communication with your wife.